What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerdish on the hub. I am your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka DHNIC. And I'm joined today by a very special guest, artist extraordinaire, Ed Rufus Royster. How you doing, sir?
Doing all right. I'm kind of entertained a little bit. It sounds like you got a little auto-tune going on. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
A little bit, yeah.
It was dope. I'm good. Feeling blessed as always.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Let me make sure. There we go. Yeah.
Why are you judging me right now? That's a better question. Like, I don't know where this judgment is coming from right now, saying I just can't have a good time on my own podcast. Like, that's what I'm doing.
I mean, I was just hoping it was intentional. That's why I brought it up just in case. And now I'm looking back and I appreciate it. But I do see that you are being judged for it, which is really strange. I don't understand.
I do what I want on my show.
Nice.
But anyway, what you been up to lately, sir? Good to have you back. What you been watching? What you been playing? All that good stuff.
Oh man, what have I been watching? Well, that's a good question. Screw it. I don't know what I've been watching lately. This is catching up on some movies. What I watched, Shazam 2. That was terrible.
Was it? I still haven't seen it. It's one of those where I'm just like, oh right, that's a movie. Right.
I mean,
I'm gonna see it one day, maybe, possibly.
It's one of those where clearly it would have benefited both parties, and I probably blame The Rock more so than anybody else. It would have benefited them to say, hey, instead of random Greek gods, let's bring in Black Adam for this one. And hey, Rock, sit back a little bit. Play the villain role a little bit more. And then on the next movie that we finally get to, you can star in it and we can go ahead and have that as yours completely. Would have been nice.
And it's one of those Black Adam as the anti-hero works better if you're a villain first. You got to do the Vegeta thing. Like, Vegeta doesn't work if Vegeta doesn't try to kill Goku at least once before that,
And then try to screw him over multiple times afterwards.
Yeah.
And then come around.
For his own gain. And then eventually become that hero that, actually sacrifices for the greater good and all that kind of stuff. Is surprising because you don't know that guy like that. You don't think he'd do that, and he does it.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah,
that whole thing when he sacrifices himself to kill Majin Buu doesn't work if at some point he hadn't tried to kill everybody on that planet.
But The Rock just doesn't understand that, and I don't. He's supposed to be smart, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I was catching up on that. I caught up on was it Evil Dead Rise?
Okay,
which enjoyable, fun.
Seen Guardians yet?
Oh, absolutely, twice actually. Now.
Okay. What'd you think?
Oh yeah, loved it. Still can't decide if I liked it better than the first one. But I think it does cement it as the best for me. I think it would probably make it probably the best trilogy of the Marvel.
Yeah, I can give you that because you could argue the Captain America trilogy, but then the first Avenger isn't great. But
I fight people on that one. I thought it was pretty good.
It's pretty no.
You said good, great,
yes.
But you said great.
It's not great. That's what I'm saying. All three Guardians movies are great.
I'm used to people saying the first Captain America isn't good. That's why.
Oh no, it's fine. It's not like there are worse Marvel movies.
Yes.
But no, I was talking to Will about this yesterday because it's funny because it popped up in my Facebook memories a while back that I went to see Guardians 2 the same day that I went to see that King Arthur movie back in the day with old dude from Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot what the movie itself was actually called, but I saw those two on the same day, like almost back to back. Mm-hmm. And after I left out of Guardians, saying to myself, like, whoa, I did not expect to like this more than the first one, and I did. And then I went in with this one, and I'm like, okay, well, there's no way they can top that shit. And I come out of it, and a few days later, I concluded yes, this is actually better than the first two. Like, it's just like, holy shit. James fucking Gunn, man.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd get more emotional from all that Yondu stuff at the end, because I still get chills with the fireworks and all of that stuff when but this one definitely hit quite a bit, way more than I could ever have anticipated. I had a lot more fun with it than I anticipated. Very pleased with the outcome, the ending. It was great.
Me too. Me too. It was, like I said, I wasn't expecting to like it that much, but I really did.
So, but yeah, between that and then I finally broke down with the FOMO and bought Tears of the Kingdom. So,
oh, you've joined the crew of the.
Which I mean,
yeah,
in my defense, I mean, yeah, but the thing was, I've been scrolling for like the past month, maybe 2, possibly even 3 on my PlayStation, and like just nothing's appealing to me right now. Like new games, old games, incomplete games. Nothing was just calling out. I even tried to, as much as I was giving your previous guests that I popped in on, Bridget, a hard time about Ghost of Tsushima. I was trying to like, hey, do I want to keep playing this again? Like, do I want to go through on my new game plus this one some more? Do I want to start
You played
over?
the expansion stuff, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I've done that. I've maxed. It's like I said, it's the first game of Platinum. I maxed out pretty much everything you can do on the multiplayer. Got all my characters like as strong as you possibly can get on that. So
you
I'm
played
like,
Persona?
I did get Persona 5. Have I played it yet? No. But again, I'm looking at this long list of games that I have not started, have not cracked open or anything. It just nothing was calling out to me.
Nothing was really calling out to you. Well, if nothing's calling out to you, I will just give Persona 5 a little push towards you, like this.
Well, I'm saying that on the PlayStation until I was like, you know what? Let me grab my Switch.
But
and
you got
FOMO
right
of that, along with like I saw an article that like here are a list of 15 free Switch games that you should try out. So I downloaded like 3 of them because I'm like, oh, these look like they could be fun, cool.
Makes sense.
So yeah. Plus, since Nintendo was doing that voucher for their purchases for stuff right now, I'm like, now I have basically another game that I'm supposed to use that voucher on, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do yet. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, again, sir, thank you for being here, and all you other folks, thank you for watching right now. If you're not watching live and you're watching later, know that you can watch us live. You can hit us up right here at twitch.tv/Creatia World. And while you're there, we would really appreciate it if you subscribe there. You just hit the subscribe button. Now, if you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Prime Gaming, and therefore you get a free Twitch sub every month. So just use it over here. Just link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and then you get a free sub. We'd appreciate you throwing it our way. But if not, throw it to your favorite Twitch streamer out there. Give it to somebody. Don't let Jeff Bezos just sit in that money. Make it work for somebody else, because we can all use it. You can also catch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. And while you're there, you can subscribe also. But it's free. Just hit that subscribe button there. And while you're there, you can also hit that notification bell. That way you know every time we drop something new, every time we go live, all that good stuff. We got a lot of fun stuff coming because we're in this video game season where a whole lot of news is happening. We got new press conferences coming and showcases. Summer Games Fest is only a couple weeks away. Like, this is a fun time. So if you love games, it's a great time to be watching us. You can also catch us later if you want to, have a little fun at the same time, or before or after. I'm not here to judge how you seek pleasure, but go to pornhub.com/model/Creatia World where you can catch us there all the time. It's actually Matt's favorite place for you to watch us, so you should do that. We'd really appreciate it. But, Mr. Royster.
Hello.
It's that time for us to get into a little bit of news. And that time is called Newsy Time. So, first news we got today in our headline and story: Mortal Kombat 1 has been revealed, sir. So, first thing we're gonna do here before we get into everything that's coming with it and all the the articles and whatnot. Let's watch the trailer that dropped this morning, shall we?
Huzzah!
All right.
It is time.
You got audio? Cool.
Time to wake up to a new reality. To a blank canvas that I have painted in with warmth and peace. In my new era, the choice is yours. Whether to live in quiet serenity or bloody strife.
Okay.
To dwell in joyous prosperity or bitter rivalry. You can face each other as sworn enemies or united as brothers.
Wait a minute.
But a storm is brewing.
So
And soon you will discover that even in this new
I got
era,
questions.
one constant remains.
Maybe I'll have answers. I don't know.
And who's this nigga?
There is always something worth fighting for.
All right then. Oh, okay, so that was Shang Tsung. Okay, got it.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
God damn. That is a okay. Pre-order May 19th. I guess he can fly now, and he can do dragon flame things out of his hands, and he's slowly but surely becoming my favorite Mortal Kombat character now, and I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. Pornhub is weird about blood. So, like, we actually Matt and some folks did a watch along of the Evil Dead porn parody, and they kept taking it down and removing it because of the blood and violence and whatnot in the porn parody on Pornhub. And yeah, it was a whole thing. Matt's excited for it though. Yeah, the 19th is tomorrow, actually. I never know what date it is anymore. But how you feeling after seeing that, Ed?
I mean, I'm intrigued, but I haven't enjoyed playing a Mortal Kombat game in decades.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's just ever since, because I know this current iteration was inspired or built off of that whole the what was it, Mortal Kombat versus DC, which turned into Injustice, and then they brought back Mortal Kombat in the same engine. And for me personally, even though I'm not big on fighting games in general, it's just something about the Mortal Kombat.
That was going to be my next question. How you are you in the fighting games, period? But now that you tell me, okay.
I mean, I like Tekken. I like Soul Calibur. From there, Street Fighter, I'm like, all right. And then Mortal Kombat is like down there at the bottom where I'm like, they just feel stiff to me for some reason. I don't know why. It's
Interesting.
just the movement when I'm trying to move the controllers, and maybe it's just because I'm shitty at the game. I don't know. But more so, I'm intrigued all the time because I've been keeping up to watch.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of sad that they don't allow for blood play.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some people don't kink shame.
You
Weird.
watch Evo or anything like that?
I'll occasionally like check in, but I don't know anybody. I mean, I have a good friend of mine, Lo. She and her fiance now. They are competitive fighting gamers, so
Okay.
they're my closest link to it at this point. But
Evo
um,
is the one esports that I like. That will always watch, but I'm more likely to watch that than any other one, mostly because
mhm,
when it comes to esports, it's one thing on one screen for one. It's not like, with shooters and all that kind of stuff where it's just like you're switching between a whole bunch of stuff. You can't really tell what exactly is going on all the time.
mhm.
But also other games that I'm just not as familiar with, I don't know the strategies that are being in place and all that kind of stuff. Fighting games is this dude and this dude here. There's a health bar at the top, and when one of them health bar goes to zero, the other one wins. It is just that simple.
And they have to do
And
it 3 times or two out of 3 times.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah, no, it's one of those where like I've been keeping up at least storyline wise, so I watch the cutscenes or playthroughs because like out of all of them, Mortal Kombat still intrigues me the most because it's like, yo, I get to be like 8 years old again and like, hey, mom, thank you for purchasing me my Transformer set. Thank you for this RoboCop set. Thank you for my brother's GI Joes. Thank you for these Ninja Turtles. Now, what would I do if I had all of these together? I'm gonna have a fighting tournament. Ah, oh, where did Hulk Hogan come from? He can play, yes. My sister's Barbie? Absolutely. My Little Pony? Let's put them all together and just write a storyline from that.
There's rumors. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but there are rumors of a lot of special characters in this game. One of them being John Cena's Peacemaker.
I mean, that fits.
Mhm.
I hope he comes back to voice it.
Yeah.
Since I mean, I'm hesitant since they couldn't get Arnold for on the last game to voice his character. So, his T1000, but or T800, excuse me.
Yeah. I say
Yes,
T1000 is the
yes, story and cinematics, absolutely, and that's why I am constantly intrigued. I like that this one is. I like that they're like, fuck it, we're gonna keep going in the timeline, but we are rebooting it, so it's a reboot, but it's a continuation, and so it's all gonna make sense anyway. It's perfect. I love it. It's a jumbled mess of ridiculousness, and I'm here for it. I will go ahead and continue watching the YouTube recaps and
Matt needs
playthroughs.
Hogan to catch a fatality ASAP.
Now listen here, Nick. I mean, brother.
Oh man. Let's see. So we got a a few other updates here. So they also announced the beta.
We all should hate Hogan sometimes, yes.
He does. He hates Hulk Hogan so much, and it's like
As we all should.
if you really want to see his Hulk Hogan hate on full display, you should subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Creatia World, where we're going through old WCW stuff. Check that out. We're working our way through. We're leading up to Halloween Havoc 1997. So there's a lot of Hulk Hogan. So I'm sure he's miserable. So if you want to see that misery for $1, you get access to all that and all the previous episodes. So you can make your way through all those. You also get access to Multiverse with myself and Mario the Shark Watkins. We just we're watching animated comic book movies and all that. We just did Flashpoint Paradox in anticipation of the new Flash movie coming out soon. So same source material for those stories. So figure, we can watch this and then compare when the new movie comes out. But yeah, $1 gets you that. Higher tiers, for more, you get more stuff. But yeah, patreon.com/Creatia World. We'd appreciate that. But yeah, beta has been announced for Mortal Kombat 1. NetherRealm Studios. This article comes from comicbook.com, Logan Moore. So go check that out, give them a click so everybody they can keep their jobs. NetherRealm Studios and WB Games have confirmed that a beta for Mortal Kombat 1 will be taking place prior to the game's launch this fall. After months of rumors and reports, Mortal Kombat 1 was properly unveiled this morning alongside a release date slated for September. And even though we have yet to see actual gameplay for MK1, fans can now begin to prepare for their first chance to play the title in just a few short months. Detailed on the official Mortal Kombat website, NetherRealm Studios revealed that a beta for Mortal Kombat 1 will be transpiring roughly 1 month before launch in August 2023. This beta will only be open to those who pre-order the game, which isn't that surprising. Currently, pre-orders for Mortal Kombat 1 are planned to go live within the coming day on May 19th. So, yeah, tomorrow, May 19th, also Kane Day. In addition to getting beta access, those who pre-purchase MK1 will also obtain Shang Tsung as an exclusive character. Oh, so you only get Shang Tsung if you pre-order. That's interesting because you seem pretty vital to the story, but
Have you been keeping up with this new one?
not exactly. Why?
Okay.
What do I need to know? You can spoil the fuck up. I don't care because I doubt I'm gonna.
I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious what his background is now in this world.
I said it looked like Liu Kang might be the big bad now because he came out there just.
Well, the conclusion of the previous one had him take the control of a god. Yes, he got Raiden's powers, I believe. He took the previous. He basically was able to. He became God. Yes, and so his ending, which I guess is now canonical according to the trailer, is that he goes back to restructure the world and the universe as he sees fit. Yeah. So that's why I think at the beginning of that trailer, those look like both of the original Kung Laos. It's my guess.
Yeah,
and
that's what I figured that was. Yeah,
and as well as why Scorpion and Sub-Zero are continuing to have this view of peace and no longer the rivalry because. Yeah,
I was shocked. I'm like, wait a minute, so they not fighting no more? They cool now? They dapping each other up and shit?
Yep, they figured that out in the previous couple stories. And but this Shang Tsung being a different Shang Tsung, it looks like also because they brought back the one from the movie as well. Fire and Thunder God, yes. Thank you. Okay. And yeah, they brought back the actor from the first Mortal Kombat movie to reprise his Shang Tsung role for the last couple games.
Oh, okay.
So if you watch some of those cutscenes, especially they did the previous game and then they did like a DLC, I think, where it follows him, Fujin, and Nightwolf on a separate journey, and you get a lot more fight scenes with Shang Tsung. Especially that version of Shang Tsung doing some really nice badass fight scenes.
Okay.
So yeah. And so that's why I'm curious, like, because it kind of looks like it's a younger version of him, but also a completely different version at the same time. So I don't know. That's why I'm a little curious. I'm intrigued. We'll see how it goes.
I say, yeah, consider me intrigued. I don't know if that makes me intrigued enough to buy the game, but I'm intrigued. I gotta choose my gaming wisely these days because I don't have a lot of time. So it's just be one of those things where you just buy things and I never play them. And,
Yeah, that's why I was a little disappointed myself with the Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm enjoying it at the same time. It's just my money's going into cosplay stuff right now. So
see, this is one like Mortal Kombat is coming out in September. That's right around the time where we're supposed to be getting Spider-Man. So it's just,
I don't have time for that. No.
So I'll be swinging through New York City as Miles Morales and Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I won't have time to,
trying to track down Venom. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I won't have time to be dealing out fatalities.
Especially because I have no interest in a pre-order just to get open beta, just so I could try to keep up with the other people. Not that I could even keep up with them in the first place because I don't play the shit anyway, but other people might. So we know. Who knows?
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's a big thing too. A lot of this stuff is about playing online now too, and it's like I really don't do that. Like the only thing is funny because we talked about this earlier. Ghost of Tsushima is the last game that I played online for any kind of extended period of time, besides like popping in to try it out and be like, okay, I'm done with this. Like I played the Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer for like weeks. It was.
Oh yeah. Did you complete the raid?
I think we did. I don't remember. We did a lot of shit. It was me, my nephew Kobe, my niece Terry, and her boyfriend at the time. We hopped on the she's not with him no more though. He ain't shit. But we hopped on there and we were playing constantly. Like it was one of those. Like anytime we all were like, yep, we got time. Let's go. Because that came out, was that 2021?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't 2020 because the PS5 came out in 2020. I remember playing it over the summer.
No, it came out on the 4 though.
I hear you, but I played it on the 5.
Okay.
I didn't play it
when you were going through it. I thought we were talking about when it came out. That's what I'm like.
Hold on, we need to look up when this game came out because it came out July 2020. Did I buy it again?
For the 5, you probably would have only had to do like a $10 upgrade to the PS5.
That makes sense. That's probably what happened.
It was like a $10 or $15 upgrade.
So it was 2020. Then when did the multiplayer drop?
That was probably like 2021, maybe.
Huh. Okay. I just remember like I don't know. I remember playing it on the 5. So to me, in my head, it was like I only had it on the 5. But it makes sense. I probably did get it on the 4 and then upgrade it to the 5 when it was time.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Because that's how you would have also easily gotten the DLC for the expansion island.
Yeah, and I remember. And the thing is, the whole thing, how that all started was because Kobe got his PS5 because of Terry's boyfriend at the time. So it was one of those things where it was like, all that happened. Like, I remember playing with them on the PS5. Like, it's just, this was all a thing. I know we didn't. But yeah. Okay. And I remember playing that game during the summer. So it's like, okay, that's why it's weird in my head. Got it. I'm back now.
Memories. Yes.
But yes, anything else with the with Mortal Kombat you want to talk about before we move forward into something else?
No, you got cops going against ninjas that are going against cyborgs. I mean, going against minotaurs and centaurs and other four-armed beasts and the dragon monster and a god. I mean, it explains itself.
It's
fun.
Really playing with your action figures.
That's all it is. And that's okay. Lean into it.
So yeah, we got some more stuff to discuss, but before that, let's get a little word from our sponsors.
Sponsor time.
Let's spice things up in the bedroom. Then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Did you see Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description. And we're back. So, sir, got a little more here.
Huzzah.
You how you feel about sauce?
I mean, depends on what I'm eating it with, but sauce helps.
Okay. You got a sauce preference?
No, but sometimes when I'm out, it would be nice if there's like a nice way to like mix and match sauces or something.
You know what? There is a way coming. Let me tell you. Kraft Heinz Remix. So a customizable sauce dispenser looks just like a Coca-Cola freestyle machine, but for sauce, sir.
Sounds like witchcraft.
It does, but hey, let me tell you about it. This article comes from Business Insider from Aaron McDay, so give them a click, check them out. Sauce lovers rejoice. Kraft Heinz will soon start testing new custom condiment dispensers in restaurants. The company on Wednesday announced that the Heinz Remix, a machine that will offer more than 200 different combinations that include a base sauce and several enhancers that can be mixed in different intensity levels. Current base sauces in the base's prototypes include classics like Heinz ketchup, ranch dressing, barbecue sauce, and 57 sauce. While enhancers include flavors like jalapeno, smoky chipotle, buffalo, mango, and others. Each available at a low, medium, or high level of intensity. The combinations would allow a customer who wants a spicier or sweeter barbecue sauce, for example, to get it in real time in a restaurant setting. As a company, we're transforming through innovation by making bigger, more intentional bets to fuel our growth and create new experience for customers. Alan Kleinerman, Kraft Heinz Vice President of Disruption, said in the statement. Heinz Remix is a great example of this consumer-first approach to innovation. But yeah, how you feeling? Heinz Sauce Remix machine. You want one? You want to be in a place that has one? How you thinking?
I mean, I would definitely be curious to check it out at some point, just for, for the shits and giggles, the shiggles, if you will, of the just to say I did it. But
right,
I don't imagine it's a need in my life when I'm going out.
Definitely not a need. I wouldn't call it a need, but it's one of those things. If you have it, I'm happy you have it.
I'm down to give it a shot, just to say I did it. That's all.
Right. So they say you start with a base, and then you can, add enhancers. Can you mix the bases? Because they have things like the Cranch, which is a mixture of ketchup and ranch that they sell already. So can you get a base of Cranch and then add the enhancers?
I feel like that would be a very missed opportunity if they don't allow that. So
yeah.
Because I'm
So
sure
like things like that, the Cranch and MailChimp and all those things they have already as bases, and add the enhancers on top. Like, can I get jalapeno Cranch?
I mean, it would be a very large missed opportunity if they don't allow people such as yourself to get their jalapeno Cranch on.
And you know what? I don't know what 57 sauce tastes like. I'm trying to remember if I've ever even actually had it, but I feel like I have. It's one of those things like I don't understand how I wouldn't, but
I mean, I'm wondering what restaurants will take the chance on trying something like that, because I feel like even with the Coke machines, like there's always something out because people are always playing around with it. They're always trying to figure it out. They're trying to push all the buttons. Someone's gonna break it or use up all of something. And I'm imagining with this Heinz thing, it's gonna be the same. Like, how many times are you gonna have to go to the same spot or different spots, and you're not able to get the Cranch because somebody got all the ranch already?
Yeah. And then there's also the thing of the space it takes up too, because it's just like it looks like a hefty machine.
Yeah.
So like, where do you put this?
Yeah. And then even like you were saying, reading on it, the intensity of this stuff, like somebody came in, if you only got a small amount of space for the jalapeno, somebody comes in and uses it because they need some really hot stuff. I don't know. It's just sounds complicated, but that's what engineers are for, I guess.
No, because they have ketchup. Like Heinz ketchup is ketchup. Now 57 is a different sauce.
Never tried it.
Yeah.
So I can't hop in on this one.
All right. I got another trailer here. Let's check this out. This is one of the first trailer we watched a while ago, but they got a new trailer out for something called The Blackening.
Ooh.
Are you aware of this?
I do remember seeing the first trailer. I have not seen this one though. So
yeah, they got a new trailer just dropped. So let's check this out.
On June 16th. Stop playing. Wait, hold up. I know I left this door open. See the horror film. Preview audiences are calling a killer experience. The Blackening. No, thank you. Probably runs on racism.
It's a toy. Will you die?
In your predicament, the black character is always the first to die. I will spare your lives if you sacrifice the person you deem the blackest.
Guys, I can prove I'm not the blackest.
Prove it.
I thought black Twitter was a type of seasoning. I like Jimmy Fallon without the roots.
Wrong.
I voted for Trump.
Oh, damn.
What? Twice?
Your time is up. It's time to die.
Let's go!
What do we do?
Call the cops? We need a plan.
Let's get the weapons. Wait, chili powder, girl. What I'm finna do? Cook? Sorry, girl, we ran out of that. Black women gotta save everyone on the damn time.
Damn.
Can we just go? Lock the doors, get down. I'll be right back.
Hey, FAMU. I like that FAMU hoodie in there. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh
man. So yeah, you gonna check that one out? What you thinking?
I mean, probably, as I just take my empty FAMU cup as well to reiterate the FAMU. I'm curious to check it out. Like, it's one of those where the trailer isn't doing as much for me as I really want, because it's like, all right, some of these jokes do feel a little
old.
Yeah, I almost want to say low hanging a little bit. Like, okay,
Well, they become low hanging when you've heard them a bunch of times, you know.
yeah. So that's my only hesitation about it. But
And the whole thing, like you said, with the premise is the way black people act in a horror movie.
yeah,
And it's just kind of like we already kind of have that because Jordan Peele, you know.
mhm.
But
Yeah, and that's why it's funny that they're also like, I don't want to say, taking their shots at Jordan Peele or Get Out in the trailer. I'm just saying it's the first horror comedy in the post Get Out era, but it's like, okay, I'm intrigued to see what people can come up with now that how black people might act in these horror situations is being addressed a little bit more, and the cliches are being addressed a little bit more. But again, it feels like a lot of cliches are being repeated in the process of trying to, and maybe it's them just setting up the joke so that they can counter it in the movie. So that's what I'm also intrigued.
Maybe that's what's happening. Yeah, that would make sense.
But the marketing is not doing enough to pull me in to show me that that's what they're doing, and that's why I'm like,
I think it's on Netflix. It's one of those things you don't have to spend extra money to see it. So
okay, thank God. All right, cool, good.
If I'm remembering correctly, Blackening. Lionsgate. Release date 23. Why is it not saying? Hold on.
Yeah, looks like that's what the case is going to be.
Yeah. I couldn't see something that like confirmed it, but I was seeing. Okay, got it. All right, but yeah, I'm interested. If it's on Netflix, I'll definitely check it out. I don't know if I would.
Looks like it's gonna hit theaters first though. Still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says in theaters June 16th. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Okay. Speaking of streaming services, though, what's your relationship with Hulu?
I mean, luckily I don't pay for it. I'm on somebody else's, so that helps. It has its benefits at times, but it's still not my favorite. But also my favorite is going down the toilet hole at this point anyway.
What's
Max.
your favorite?
Max. Trash. But it's one of those where I like it when I remember to check it out more. But it's very rarely. It's been improving now, but it's rarely my go-to one to check out. I'll put it that way.
I use Hulu mostly to watch, certain shows that come on television the next day. Like all the animation domination stuff that comes on Sundays is on Hulu. Like
Abbott Elementary.
Elementary. I watch that on Hulu. Like I discover stuff through Hulu, like Animal Control. Funny show. And it was one of those things I never would have watched if it wasn't on Hulu.
Gotcha.
Then there's a couple of things they suggested to me. I forgot what the hell those shows were recently that I watched with the money, and I was like, Hulu knows me. They know. They've been rocking with me for almost a decade now, and it's like they've got me figured out.
and they sneakily have like a lot of. I mean, they go through the same cycle of all the other streamers of like taking movies on, taking them off, putting them back on, putting them off. But they sneakily have a lot of classics that will pop back on there a lot more often than like Netflix and Amazon and all of that stuff. So it's one where I'll hop back on just to scroll to see what new movies are on, and I'm always pleasantly surprised. Like, okay, I need to set like a couple hours aside to rewatch this and experience this nostalgia again.
Right. Well, there's some news from the Hulu front. So it's how it's owned at this point by Comcast and Disney. Well, Comcast is saying a sale of Hulu's stake to Disney is more likely than not, according to CEO Brian Roberts. This is an article from Variety written by Todd Spangler. So Comcast is prepared to sell its 33% stake in Hulu to Disney, but the question at this point is landing on the right price for that, according to Comcast CEO Brian Roberts. I think it's more likely than not that Comcast will end up selling full control of Hulu to Disney, said Roberts. Speaking Tuesday at Moffett-Nathanson's Technology, Media and Telecom Conference in New York. I'm pretty certain if and when we sell our Hulu stake, it will be for more than what we have in it. Comcast currently holds a 33% stake in Hulu. Starting in January 2024, Disney can require Comcast to sell its stake in Hulu. And conversely, Comcast can force the sale. Under the terms of the Disney-Comcast deal for Hulu, the guaranteed floor value of Hulu is $27 billion, meaning Comcast stake is worth a minimum of about $9.2 billion. Holy shit. Okay. There's more to this article, but yeah, I mean, this is one of those things we kind of felt was inevitable because they own the majority of it anyway. And what's Comcast's reason for really holding on to it right now? Once, Disney bought Fox, it was kind of we got like 2/3 of this now. What's stopping the rest? Taking that last third. Yeah. So yeah, how you feeling? Does this concern you? This, doesn't really lip your radar at all. How you feeling? Because we've already got news they're kind of gonna be combining Disney Plus with Hulu at some point, like later on this year. So
it's the inevitability of this process at this point. Disney and Amazon will consume everything around us until
Amazon and Walmart.
Until any
Amazon
of those
gobbles up Walmart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, or Disney decides to get into the
retail.
Retail a little bit, so they consume Walmart, and then now you have the big wars finally start of Disney versus Amazon of taking over the world, and then Apple, maybe they'll try to still be relevant. I don't know. It's the inevitability. Us going through this process of trying to get away from cable, and now we have all these different services, and now the services are starting to combine, and now they're going to still charge us $100 and some odd for their services that we were trying to get away from in the first place. And now
it's one of those where you got to like learn to rotate in and out of certain ones, but now you can't because they always have one on there that you want to watch.
Yes.
It's just like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah, like and you want to have your moral high ground of why you want to get out of one or another. Like, a part of me wants to get out of the HBO stuff, but it was still my favorite of the streamers. And do I really want to cancel it? Or even though I'm on somebody else's on that as well, but that's neither here nor there. It's just it's all complicated and stupid, but it's capitalism at its finest, I guess.
Yeah, like right now with HBO Max and soon to be Max, what's coming out right now that we're watching, Black Lady Sketch Show and Fired on Mars, are two shows on there. It's like, these are the ones we're watching pretty regularly. Well, they're weekly right now. And yeah. And every now and then I use it for, multiverse and all that kind of stuff because all those DC animated movies are on there, which I love those. So it's like I'm not giving those up. Also, Batman the Animated Series is there. At any given point, if I want to watch Batman the Animated Series, I can. I don't want to lose that. It's just like with Paramount Plus. Like Paramount Plus is a trash app.
The fact that
Peacock is a trash app, but they both contain things that I'm just like, I'm not getting rid of this because as far as Paramount Plus, I need to be able to watch Star Trek whenever I want. All right. And that's the purpose that Paramount Plus serves. I need the WWE stuff on Peacock. I need to be able to watch The Office when I want to. Like, that's why I'm keeping Peacock. And it's just like, why is your app so awful? Both of you do better.
I mean, Peacock just annoys me because it still has the ads on there, at least the one that I'm using.
Again, you can get the ad-free version. It's $10.
I can't complain about the ad-free if I'm not paying for it.
Oh, when you're not paying for it, yeah. That's Tell them, hey, give them an extra $5 so I don't have to watch it.
Yeah, that is true. I barely should consider pitching in like that for them, but they're on my Apple, so it's a trade-off. Even though I guess I'm on their Paramount too. So, oh well. Yeah, it's Again, it's the process of scrolling through all of them to try to find something at some point, just to sit there and still watch something that you've already seen before. It's
like I said, if I can't imagine not having access to The Office anymore. So it's one of those things I had to do. I was actually pleasantly surprised when they combined with WWE, so I didn't have to pay for the WWE Network anymore, because it was like the level I paid for on Peacock included WWE Network. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You took one away from me that I don't have to pay for anymore.
Yep.
More of you do that. Like, I'm hoping this Disney Plus Hulu thing results in a lower price.
I mean, that would be nice, especially combine it with the ESPN Plus. I know you can get the bundle, but
there's a bundle with that. Yeah,
I know.
But the only reason I have that bundle is because the price of the bundle ends up costing me the same if I had Hulu and Disney Plus separately.
Right.
The bundle includes ESPN for me too. So I'm like, oh, so every now and then if I want to watch something on ESPN Plus, which I rarely do, I can. And it's just
I just last week finally took advantage of the ESPN Plus because I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to check out they had a documentary on there for the Red Wings versus the Avalanche rivalry, and I was like, finally, let me go ahead and check that out. I've been wanting to try to find that, and that's the only reason so far, besides the 30 for 30s and the other documentaries. None of the sports on there am I really going to be going out of my way for, because I can find another place to watch those. But but it would be nice if, you just log into the app and you could just choose, hey, I want to go to ESPN, or I want to go watch nostalgic stuff, or I want to go watch your more recent stuff. Let's just go from there and swap seamlessly between all three of them. That would be beautiful. Let's figure that out. You got all this money, Disney. Figure the shit out.
You got all the money. You got fight the government money right now. So it's just like,
and somehow make us cheer for you. That's the problem.
Yeah,
how do you do that?
Well,
it's DeSantis.
You fight against DeSantis. That's how you do it. That's exactly what you
Lesser of two evils. Okay, fine.
Like,
I'll get the one that's more entertaining then. Okay.
Basically, he's like, oh, okay. So where we fuck DeSantis. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that then.
Yeah. All right, then we got one more trailer here, and I think we can get out of here.
All right.
This is for the creator.
Oh, yes.
Mr. John David Washington got a little something coming out. Let's check this out.
What's heaven?
It's a peaceful place in the sky.
Are you going to heaven?
No.
Why not?
You gotta be a good person to go to heaven.
10 years ago today, the artificial intelligence created to protect us detonated a nuclear warhead in Los Angeles.
Damn.
Message.
For as long as AI is a threat,
definitely.
We will never stop.
Support the WGA, support writers, creatives,
For our very existence.
Fight the AI machine.
Please do.
Whatever's in there, they're sure worried about someone getting in. Yeah, they're getting out.
Come back to you. We're the same. We can't go to heaven because you're not good. And I'm not a person.
Oh shit. Director of Rogue One.
Did you locate the weapon?
Yeah, it's a kid. Seatbelts.
What do you want with the child? We are this close to winning the war. Execute her, or we go extinct.
They're coming to get me.
Oh damn. September 29th. Okay.
I'm on board.
Yeah. I'm definitely in on that one.
It's a super sweaty, nerdy, sci-fi, cyberpunk, golden child. I'll take it.
That is a great way to describe that. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening there. Yeah.
Dear sweet brother Numsi.
Oh man. Whew. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll definitely be checking that out. But I think that's about it for today, Ed. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. And thank you all for watching. Don't forget, like I said, we're on Twitch, twitch.tv/Creatia World, youtube.com/Creatia World, Pornhub/model/Creatia World, patreon.com if you want to support us, patreon.com/Creatia World. But also, if you want to know more about us and what we do, we want you to go to creatiaworld.com. That's where you find out about all our stuff, all our shows, all the people who are part of the team, all that. You go there, you get all the information. You want to know what my favorite drink is. You want to know how many tattoos Matt has. You want to know, how many piercings John has, if he has any. I don't even remember if he has any piercings, but it's on there. You want to know, what's Vince's favorite drink, all that good stuff. Go there, creatiaworld.com. Also, our socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at @ItsCreatiaWorld. That is at ITSCREATIA World. Also, Facebook, facebook.com/Creatia World. And while you're on Facebook, you should check out our groups, for certain things. We got, groups for those of you who are fans of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, all that stuff. Go to facebook.com/group/themdragons. Join those conversations. Share your funny Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon memes. Or if you just have cool pictures of dragons, just drop them in there for me because I love dragons. It makes me happy to see new dragons. So do that. And if you're a wrestling fan, you want to go to facebook.com/group/smacking it raw. That is the official Facebook group for our wrestling podcast every Friday night, midnight Eastern, 11 p.m. Central Time. Featuring the Warden, Matt Ritter, Vince Daddy Delgado, and Katie Kinsey Bay. Check that out every week. We really appreciate that. You can find me on both Instagram and Twitter at Lord_Cussalott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Ed, where can they find you? Plug everything you got going on, all that good stuff. Go ahead.
Mainly just Instagram, Art of Rufus. Or I didn't plug this last time. Could also follow my other Instagram, my cosplay one, as I've been getting into cosplay. That is Rue, ROUX_Fee, FEE_OOHH. It might be a third H. I don't know. You'll find it. Or you can just go to Art of Rufus, and then I have a link on there to talk about my cosplay one because it's been fun. In fact, I'm gonna share this one with you since I finally got.
About to say you've been working on it. You got some Ghost of Tsushima going on?
Yeah. Well, I'm making a samurai character of some sort, samurai Link, if you will. But I'm very proud of how this mask has been turning.
That is pretty fucking awesome, dude. Yeah.
I just wanted to show people that one.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to figure this shit out. First cosplay build, first armor build. So we'll see how it goes.
I mean, you do things with costumes professionally, so I figure you'd be pretty good at it.
Yeah, the painting part, it's the building that I wasn't sure of, but it's coming together. I'm excited.
Yeah. So you're still an artist, so it's
thank you. Thank you.
You got that shit. But yeah, you said your Instagram art, blah blah blah. So y'all go there today to his IG, but also you got this too, don't you?
Which one? Yeah, Instagram Art of Rufus.
No, underneath that.
Oh, and the pixels. Yeah, you can go buy some prints and some artwork from there too. Prints definitely help with the pixels. Yeah, you go to that website. You just order a print. Help support a guy.
Yeah, man. Support artists, people. Support the.
With the strike going on, my day job is kind of on hold.
Yeah, a little in flux. Yeah. I didn't even think to ask you how that's gonna be affecting you because we got the Screen Actors Guild deal coming up. We got the Directors Guild coming up too. It's just like that could be some trouble for y'all.
It could be. Right now they'll still power through what they had. Like even when I was out of town, I got a call to come back to help out with the Agatha House of Harkness, Coven of Darkness or whatever show to help out a couple more days. But I was out of town, so I couldn't do it. So. We'll see. Maybe I'll give them a call this week or next week to see if they still need help. Maybe I can fill in for a little bit more just to get a couple more days of money. So yeah, there's still stuff filming. It's just until they get to a point where they absolutely need a rewrite because they can't do the shit, or they they just have stuff that they're willing to take a gamble on filming wrong until they actually have a proper script to go off of. So, but a lot of stuff, especially Marvel, I think they're at a good enough point that they probably feel that they can power through for a decent amount of time and try to delay the inevitable, because House of Mouse never loses.
Mm-hmm. And so I don't know if you're aware of this. Do you know when the Screen Actors Guild's deal is at an end and when the Directors Guilds are coming up? Because I know it's soon, like the next couple months. So
next couple, I think both will have to have a decision by the end of next month. I think they're both have started negotiations, I believe, to try to avoid that. But
avoid everybody going on strike at once.
Yeah, because once either of them, if they decide to join in, or then
everything comes to a halt.
Yes, because although of course there's a lot of crossover, because a lot of actors are also writers and a lot of them are also producers, and that's what the DGA is covering. So there's too much crossover that's why, like, Superman Legacy can't keep going, because even though James Gunn wants to as a director, he still can't, because he officially can't write it. So or the whole Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool can't improvise, so he has to let other people improvise, because he's also part of the Screen Actors Guild. So it's this weird crossover where, because you're screwing over one aspect, you're about to start influencing every aspect of everything else that you want to do. So it's like, just
pay them,
be legitimate,
pay your fucking writers,
and take on what the writers fucking need. So you may not need to give them everything, but you got to meet somewhere in the middle of, like, hey, we'll give you this in order to fight back on this, or something. Just
from what I'm seeing, the big thing is the issue with AI and the whole them being more transparent about their streaming numbers, so they can get real pay for
that
residuals and shit.
And also the mini writers room, the mini rooms is also a big aspect too, because that you just screwing writers, period.
They weren't getting paid for it.
Yeah, not the full range. Asking them to do a full season's worth of work in like a
short period of time,
and then not allowing for the rewrites and to fine tune it, and thus you get Book of Boba Fett or Mandalorian season 3, because probably just had the one time to write it and not refine it to make it better.
I haven't watched season 3, so
good luck.
We've talked. I'm not really a Star Wars person anyway, so it's just one of those things. Like, if you're telling me it's really not even good, I'm like, I don't know if I'll even bother.
I mean, I would still check it just to see what tidbits they introduce and that are potentially good and could be interesting, and then you'll also see, hey, you guys rushed a lot of this stuff too. That's a shame.
Know if I care enough, Ed.
I mean, you could put it on in the background, you'll be fine. There's some good action here and there too. I won't say it was trash, but you could check
just
it
not
out.
very good. I understand.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be it. We'll end it here. We'll catch y'all next time. But until then, we out.